Hey, Immigrantly family, this is Saadia Khan. I have some great news for all of you. We recently launched our newsletter, which comes out 3 times a week. It's called Hyphenly, which is our no fluff newsletter with hot takes, heartfelt stories, and all the feels of living in between cultures. Come for the nuance, stay for the vibes. You can find the link to subscribe in our show notes. Don't forget to subscribe. Hey everyone, welcome back to Immigrantly. Saadia here. This week there's no guest, no big story, just me, some inner thoughts, and a bit about my summer. Now, we are in that strange part of the season where the days feel long, but the weeks somehow fly by. And I've been thinking a lot lately about what this summer has meant for me personally and for the stories we've shared here on Immigrantly. This month, I traveled to Pakistan for the first time in 4 years. And of all times, I went in the middle of summer. It was hot, it was chaotic, and it was perfect. I felt right at home, spent time with family, basked in the sun, and reconnected with things I didn't realize I missed so deeply. Like the sheer beauty of mangoes in season, juicy, fragrant, messy in the best possible way. And the food, the dahi bhalle, chaat, and those parathas with eggs and chai every single morning. It's a simple combination, but honestly, guys, hard to compete with. Those who've had it know what I'm talking about. And there's this kind of rhythm to being there. Tractors, trolleys, and cars all jammed on the same road, honking and weaving around one another. People everywhere just moving through life. There's so much life, chaos, messiness, noise. That energy, it really stays with you. But on my way back, I was reminded that belonging, something that we talk about a lot on Immigrantly, isn't always so simple. I noticed who was being pulled aside for so-called random checks at the airport. Families, mostly brown, and I walked through without a problem, maybe because of global entry, or maybe I appear less threatening now. Who knows? But that moment stuck with me. Even now in 2025, some people still have to prove they belong, and it bothers me. Honestly, that's been a quiet thread running through this summer's episodes. In my conversation with Rajeev Balasubramanyam last week, we talked about identity, not just in the celebratory sense, but the complicated kind. He said something that's really stayed with me, that identity can become an ego trap.
Well, what I found is that because I'm no longer seeing myself as all of these things, like very little. I'm not wandering around thinking people are going to see me as brown or Indian, or they might have some racist response, or they're going to judge me by my accent. Because I've let go of all of that. What I'm finding is that people are much faster to see the part of me that is really me.
Sometimes we hold so tightly to our stories, our labels, our pain, that we forget to stay open, forget to see the humanity in others. It made me reflect on Immigrantly itself, how so much of this work is about identity, and yet Rajiv's words reminded me to ask, where's the link between honoring identity and becoming consumed by it. Think about it. Sangeetha Kaushik's episode offered another layer to that question. Her interfaith art, her spiritual lens, it's all rooted in seeing beyond boundaries, but also celebrating the identity that she so proudly embodies.
Vasudeva Kudupakam, which is the principle of the entire world, is one family. I believe that the more positive messages that you send of interconnectedness, it's like that's how you change people's mindset.
She talked about living with consciousness, not just identity, and that hit home too, that maybe we don't have to give up who we are to see ourselves and each other more clearly. And then, of course, there was our episode on birthright citizenship, which brought all these questions into sharper focus. BRC has become a big Republican talking point. Like in this 2010 interview with South Carolina Republican Senator Lindsey Graham, who links birthright citizenship to the larger question of immigration.
People come here to have babies. They come here to drop a child, it's called drop and leave. To have a child in America, they cross the border, they go to the emergency room, have a child, and that child's automatically an American citizen. That shouldn't be the case. That attracts people here for all the wrong reasons.
Identity isn't just personal, it's political, it's legal. It's about who the system allows in and who it keeps out. This summer has been a mix of joy, nostalgia, questions, and quiet realizations. Sometimes we need a season like that. And I wonder how your summer's been like. If you would like to share your introspection, your inner thoughts with us, you can always write to me at saadia@immigrantlypod.com. Who knows? I may share those experiences in our upcoming episodes. I know I don't say this enough, but thanks for being here, for listening, for sitting with these stories, and for making space for reflections like this one. We will be back next week with a new guest and more conversations that I hope challenge and comfort in equal measure. Until then, stay curious, stay grounded. This episode was produced and written by me, Saadia Khan. The editorial review is done by Shay Yu. Our sound designer and editor is Lou Raskin. A huge shout out to Humaria as we featured their track, Tamasha, in the beginning of the episode. Our theme music is by Simon Hutchinson, other music by Epidemic Sound. I'll see you next week.